What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Resistance, Boston, Massachusetts. It's a protest with Daunte Wright. We marching downtown, most likely to Boston Commons, the first park in the country, ladies and gentlemen, here in Boston, Massachusetts.
Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! I got you! I'm trying to lose it.
Brick by brick, wall by wall. Brick by brick, wall by wall.
Let's go, Boston! Louder! Louder! Wall by wall! About to fall! Wall by wall! Got to fall!
Wall by wall!
Got to fall! Wall by wall! Got to fall! Wall by wall!
Racist system got to fall. Brick by brick, wall by wall. This racist system got to fall. Wall by wall, this racist system got to fall.
Make sure y'all share this, ladies and gentlemen. This is live Boston, Massachusetts. We tired of this shit. We out here for police brutality. We wanted to stop. Everybody make some noise!
Oink, oink. Every day the same thing. Oink, oink. Every day the same thing. Oink, oink. Every day the same thing. Bang, bang. Every day the same thing. Bang, bang. Every day the same thing. Bang, bang. Every day the same thing.
Oh, bang!
Every day the same thing.
Oh, oh.
Every day the same thing.
Ah!
Every day the same thing.
Louder!
Every day the same thing.
Bang, bang!
Every day the same thing.
Bang, bang!
Every day the same thing. Bang, bang.
It's the Resistance. I'm covering the protests out here in Boston, Massachusetts. It don't get no realer than this. I'm ground reporting frontline. Pig, pig!
No good cops in a racist system! I said no good cops in a racist system! No good cops in a racist system! We said no good cops in a racist system!
We appraising.
No good cops in a racist system!
We approaching Boston Police Headquarters, ladies and gentlemen.
No good cops in a racist system! 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 No good cops in a racist system!
Boston Police Headquarters, ladies and gentlemen. We are here, Roxbury, Massachusetts. It's the resistance covering the Daunte Wright protest here in Boston, Massachusetts, ladies and gentlemen. It's the resistance. They got their piggy oink oinks out. Fuck 12! They squeezing their piggy oink oinks. We got the march coming as we stand in front of the Boston Police Headquarters. Shout out to We the People, I appreciate you, bro. It's the resistance, man. Out here covering the Boston protest. With Daunte Wright. Say his name.
Justice, no peace. Take back the streets and fuck the police. No justice, no peace. Take back the streets and fuck the police. No justice, no peace. Take back the streets and fuck the police. No justice,
no peace. Take back the streets and fuck the police.
No justice, no peace.
Louder.
Fuck the police.
Good looking out, bro.
No peace.
No peace.
Take back the streets and fuck the police. No justice.
No peace.
Take back the streets and fuck the police. No justice.
No peace.
Take back the streets and fuck the police. No justice.
No peace.
Take back the streets and fuck the police. No justice.
No peace.
Take back the streets and fuck the police. No justice. Take back the streets and fuck the police. No justice. No peace. Take back the
No peace.
Take back the streets and
Fuck the police, no justice.
No peace.
Fuck the police, no justice.
Louder. At the streets, they fuck the police. No justice.
We gon' fight all day and night until we get it right.
Which side are you on, my people? Which side are you on?
We on the freedom side.
Which side are you on, my people? Which side are you on? We're on the freedom side.
Harriet Tubman was a freedom fighter. She taught me how to fight. We gon' fight all day and night until we get it right.
Which side are you on, my people? Which side are you on?
Oh yeah.
Which side are you on,
My people, which side are you on?
Say that.
Malcolm X
Was a freedom fighter and he taught me how to fight.
Oh yeah.
We gon' fight all day
And
and night.
night until we get it right.
That's right.
Which side are you on, my people?
Which side are you on?
Which side are you on, my people?
Which side are you on? I'm on the freedom side.
Sana Shakur was a freedom fighter and she taught me
How to fight.
we gon'
Don't
fight
fight
all
all
day
day
and
and
night
night
until we get it right.
That's right.
Which side are you on?
Louder.
Which side are you on?
Louder.
Which side are you on, my people? Which side are you on?
Ella Baker
This
was
was
a
a freedom fighter and she taught me how to fight. We gon' fight all day and night until we get it right. Which side are you on, my people? Which side are you on?
We on the freedom side.
Which side are you on, my people? Which side are you on?
Thank you. Thank you.
Mic check, mic check.
Mic check, mic check.
No cops, no KKK, no USA at all.
No cops, no KKK, no USA at all. No cops, no KKK, no USA at all. No cops, no KKK, no USA at all. No cops, no KKK, no USA at all. No cops,
No KKK, no USA at all. No cops, no KKK, no USA at all. No cops, no KKK, no USA at all. No cops, no USA at all. No cops, no USA at all. No cops,
no KKK,
no USA at all. No cops, 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 no KKK, no USA at all. No cops, no USA at all.
no cops,
No KKK, no USA at all. No cops,
No KKK.
no USA at all. No cops,
Oh yeah.
no USA at all.
Louder.
No cops,
No USA at all. Louder.
no cops, no USA at all.
Louder.
No cops,
No KKK. No USA at all.
no cops,
No KKK. No USA at all.
no cops,
no USA at all. No
Louder.
cops, no KKK, no USA at all. No
Louder.
cops, no KKK, no USA at all.
Okay, out of your home and into the streets. Out of your home and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your home and into the streets. Out of your homes 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 and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets. homes and into the streets. Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets. Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets. Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets. Out of your homes and into the streets. Out of your homes and into the streets. Out of your homes and into the streets. Out of your homes and into the streets. Out of your homes and into the streets. It's a lot of privilege for you to be looking and recording. No, I'm just saying that.
Say his name! Say his name! Say his name! Say his name! Daunte Wright!
Right now, we on Tremont Avenue, ladies and gentlemen.
Daunte Wright!
Intersection Cabin Street.
George
We on our way downtown.
Floyd! George Floyd! Moses Harris! Moses Harris! Moses Harris! Moses Harris! Bowler's Wright! Bowler's Wright! Bowler's Wright! Bowler's Wright! Bowler's Wright! What do you want? When do you want it? What do you want? When do you want it? If we don't get it, if Dougie don't get it, if George don't get it, if Moses don't get it, if Bo don't get it, if Dennis don't get it,
Shut it down!
if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if we don't get it,
Shut it the fuck down!
if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
what do we want?
Justice!
And when do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
If we don't get it,
Shut it down! If we get it!
shut it down.
If we don't get it!
Shut it down.
Said if we don't get it! You can't stop the revolution!
You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution!
You can't stop the revolution. You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution!
Can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution!
You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution!
You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution!
You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution!
You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution!
You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution!
You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution!
You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution!
You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution!
You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution!
You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution!
You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution!
You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution!
You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution!
You can't stop the revolution.
You can't stop the revolution!
Feel like we got a suspicious group behind me, ladies and gentlemen. Those four right there just look a little suspicious. It's the resistance taking note and keeping his head on a swivel.
Freedom! We don't need them! Back up! All these racist ass cops! 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 We don't need them! Back up! All these racist ass cops! 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 Back up!
Shout out to everybody in the stream. I appreciate y'all rocking out with me. Awesome protest with Daunte Wright, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all hit that like.
Back up, we want freedom.
Out of your homes and into the streets. 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 Out of your homes
Shout out
and
to
into the
the
streets.
people. I appreciate you, bro. I got that cash drop.
Into the streets. Out of your homes and 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 into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes and into the streets. Out of your homes and into the streets. Out of your homes and into the streets. Out of your homes and into the streets. Out of your homes and into the streets. Out of your homes and into the streets. Out of your homes and into the streets. Out of your homes and into the streets. Out of your homes and into the streets. Out of your homes and into the streets. Out of your homes and into the streets.
Out of your homes into the streets. Out of your homes into the streets. Out of your homes into the streets.
No good cops in the racist system. Louder. No good cops in the racist system. I'm gonna dip off a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just gonna cut around the block. They making the turn. Get with everybody in my chat real quick. I'm gonna go around the block. You see everybody turning. I'm gonna catch right up with them. It's the resistance, man. How everybody doing out in the chat? Shout out to Mike Jones. Appreciate the hard work you doing, bro. Appreciate everybody up in this joint. We just crossed Avenue. They're turning on 2 Mass Avenue, ladies and gentlemen. Massachusetts Avenue. This is the protest with Daunte Wright and all the victims of police brutality, live here in Boston, Massachusetts. We're in the South End section right now. Shout out to We the People. Everybody that's new here in the stream, I ask that y'all hit the like. I just cut around the block just to catch up, just to talk with y'all for a minute. How y'all doing? I started out in Dudley, in the Dudley section of Roxbury, and we continue to walk, and we're on our way to Boston, Massachusetts, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see there, they go right there. I just cut around the block, and I'm gonna catch up with them real quick. Update daily breaking news. Wicked bastard, what's going on? Mr. Bloody Wolf guy, what's up, bro? It's the resistance, man. I know how I do with these protests. I cover it from front to back, beginning to end. If you haven't become a member yet, make sure you hit that join button. Become a member. It's going to be some exciting things for y'all members in the future. Let's believe that. We got another hot summer coming up, y'all. Can we trust the process? We done had so many things happen within the past week and a half to 2 weeks. We had the situation in Virginia. Officer Gutierrez, he assaulted a lieutenant, a person that serves the country. Pepper sprayed him. The lieutenant is now suing that man for $1 million. Had the situation with Adam Toledo in Chicago, 13-year-old boy, had his hands up in the air and got shot. Cold blood. We're approaching the march downtown right now, ladies and gentlemen. You can hear them in the distance chanting. We had the situation with Daunte Wright this last Sunday, who was murdered in cold blood by Officer Potter. That caused an uprising all around the nation. Shout out to Michael Russell. We've caught back up with them. I would say, ladies and gentlemen, we got about close to 1,000 people out here marching. And I can only imagine how much it's going to build when we get downtown. And hopefully this remains peaceful, ladies and gentlemen. This remains peaceful. In my opinion, I don't see so much of a change that's going to happen when it comes to the law enforcement side. I really think that they don't care at all about what we do out here on the streets. Just as long as we don't start any problems and they don't have to cause excessive force. Because that's what they're waiting to do, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion. In the South End section of Boston, ladies and gentlemen. South End section of Boston, Massachusetts.
Black people, you still live here. 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 Fire, fire, gentrifier. Fire, fire,
gentrifier.
Fire, fire, gentrifier. Fire, fire, gentrifier. Fire, people used to live here. Black people used to live here.
And if you don't understand what they're saying, ladies and gentlemen, this whole South End section right here was filled with black people. Late 60s, 70s, 80s, this area has become gentrified. This is why they're chanting what they're chanting. Black people used to live here.
Black people. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets? 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 Whose streets?
Not from what I heard, Mike Jones. Not from the old heads down in Delhi that told me some stories about the South End. I'm just saying, bro. Not discrediting your comment. I'm just saying what I heard.
Whose streets? Whose streets? Whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets? Whose streets? Whose streets?
Shout out to Mike Jones for correcting the resistance. I stand corrected.
Whose streets? Whose streets? Whose streets? Mic check! Mic check! You're gonna need to be a lot louder, people! That's right. I heard my brother crying. I can't breathe. And now I'm in the struggle saying I can't breathe. I heard my brother crying. I can't breathe. And now I'm in the struggle saying I can't breathe. I heard my brother crying. I can't breathe. And now I'm in the struggle saying I can't breathe. I heard my brother crying. I can't breathe. And now I'm in the struggle saying I can't breathe. I heard my brother crying. I can't breathe. And now I'm in the struggle saying I can't breathe. I heard my brother crying. And now I'm in the trouble thing. I heard my brother crying. And now I'm in the trouble thing. I heard my brother crying. And now I'm in the struggle thing.
Shout out to Mike Jones for giving up that informative commentary.
I can't breathe. I heard my brother crying. And now we're in the struggle thing. I can't breathe. I heard my brother crying. I can't breathe. And now we're in the struggle thing. We can't leave. I heard my brother crying. I can't breathe. And now we're in the struggle thing. We can't leave. I heard my brother crying. I can't breathe. And now we're in the struggle thing. We can't leave. I heard my brother crying. I can't breathe. And now we're in the struggle thing. We can't leave. I heard my brother crying. I can't breathe. And now we're in the struggle thing. We can't leave. I heard my brother crying. I can't breathe. And now we're in the struggle thing. We can't leave. I heard my brother crying. I can't breathe. And now we're in the struggle thing. I can't leave. I heard my brother crying. I can't breathe. My silence is violence. My silence.
Shout out to Mind Elevation TV. Shout out to Lead the People. Love you, bro.
Silence is violence. White silence is violence. White silence.
Shout out to Mike Jones for giving me this information that they was going to be having this rally today. Big up to Mike Jones.
White silence is violence. 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 White silence.
Excuse me, sir.
White silence is violence. 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 White silence
Is violence.
White silence
Is violence.
White silence
Is violence.
White silence.
Is violence.
When you say black, when I say black, you say no. Black lives matter.
Take another dip off on them real quick. Catch up on them on the next block, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, I've been showing some African American statues smack dab in the middle of South End. We on our way downtown, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Resistance. All new people, I appreciate y'all in this stream. If you enjoy what you're watching, this is what the Resistance do, man. I cover protests. Ever since last year, 2020, the uprising, the uproar of the George Floyd situation, I've been on it. Whether it's been from my computer at home or if it's out on the streets. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm suited and booted, and I intend to be on the front line. Let's hope this remains a peaceful protest. Take a little breath real quick. They out there getting turned up on their way downtown Boston Commons. We're just coming from the Dudley section of Roxbury, aka Nubian Square. I'm moving along. I just cut off around the block real quick like I did a couple of minutes ago, and I'm gonna catch back up with them. Appreciate everybody in the stream checking this thing out. Shout out to Lucifer Crumb. What's going on, Lucifer Crumb? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, for neglecting my chat. I'm out here on the move with my head on the swivel. It's not like when I'm usually going live from home base. You know, I always like to shout y'all out. I don't want y'all to go unrecognized. It's the Resistance. I'm gonna go down one more block instead of turning down here. As you can see, they're walking. But I'm gonna shoot down one more block. Then I'm gonna catch up with them. Just wanna make sure they didn't turn off. Because if they did, I'll walk down this block. But I see the bikes. The bikes are leading the way. They're directing the traffic to get downtown. The whole route that we took was in the street, but only one side of the street was blocked off for vehicle traffic. And yes, as I can see, they're going straight down. So I'm gonna take one more block down, engage with y'all a little bit more. I don't know what's going on in the rest of the country right now because I'm covering this issue right here. But hopefully there are more peaceful protests. If there are any protests going on around the country, they will remain peaceful. We don't need no more lives murdered. This situation is getting out of control. It's getting out of hand. I mean, I thought the situation was going, you know, it was going to chill a little bit after the George Floyd incident, just after the whole summer, you know. We had the insurrection at the Capitol. I mean, goddamn, what's it going to take? Shout out to Ashley J. Williams, Thomas Keller. I'm gonna take this left right here. Feeling good today. Haven't been out on these streets. Legs feel good. Haven't been out on these streets in a while, so I'm feeling good. I know I'm gonna feel it later, probably tomorrow morning. But right now, I'm down for whatever. Cut down here real quick, catch up with the protesters, and get back involved with this march going on downtown. South End of Boston, Massachusetts, ladies and gentlemen. We should have the protesters coming along right now. Well, I should be approaching now. We got the ghetto bird in the sky. I'm not sure if it's the Boston Police Department or the local news. But if you guys check my last stream, whenever y'all get a chance, when we started out at the park across the street from the B2 district of B2 District Police Station in Dudley, aka Nubian Square, I highlighted that there were police on the roof and just documented it to show you guys, you know, how they be on high alert even when it's a peaceful protest. I'm approaching the march right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually a little ahead of them. Like I said, there go the bikes. The bikes are leading the way. There's a pickup truck that's leading the protesters. And in the back of the pickup truck are people on the megaphones and microphones chanting all kinds of chants. And we're back. Louder! And fuck the police! Fuck the police!
Take back the streets and
Fuck the police!
no justice! Take back the streets and
Fuck the police!
no justice! Take back the streets and
Fuck the police!
no justice! Take back the streets and
Fuck the police!
no justice! Take back the streets and fuck the police! No justice! No peace! Take back the streets and fuck the police! No justice! No peace! Take back the streets and fuck the police! No justice! No peace! Take back the streets and
Fuck the police!
no justice! No peace! Take back the streets and fuck the police! No justice! No peace! Take back the streets and fuck the police! No justice! No peace! Take back the streets of justice! Take back the streets of no justice! Take back the streets and fuck the police! No justice!
Boston, Massachusetts, ladies and gentlemen.
No justice!
Protest for Daunte Wright. You good, bro?
I can't hear it all. Sorry, man.
Take back the streets and fuck the police! No justice!
That's like the third time that's happened. Third time.
Gotta be careful. I'm at the front line of the march, ladies and gentlemen. The crowd has increased, ladies and gentlemen. I would say it's a good about a good 25 to 3,500 people out here. Boston, Massachusetts.
justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, a little bit louder. Three, we want justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, a little bit louder. Three, we want justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, a little bit louder. Three, we want justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, a little bit louder. Three, we want justice for our people. One, two, a little bit louder. Three, we want justice for our people. One, two, a little bit louder. Three, we want justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, a little bit louder. Three, for our people. One, we are the people. Two, a little bit louder. Three, we want justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, a little bit louder. Three, we want justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, a little bit louder. Three, we want justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, a little bit louder. Three, we want justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, a little bit louder. Three, we want justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, a little bit louder. Three, we want justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, a little bit louder. Three, we want justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, we want justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, we want justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, three, we want justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, three, we want justice for our justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, a little bit louder. Three, we want justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, a little bit louder. Three, we want justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, a little bit louder. Three, we want justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, a little bit louder. Three, we want justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, a little bit louder. Three, we want justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, a little bit louder. Three, we want justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, a little bit louder. Three, we want justice for our people. One, we are the people. Two, a little bit louder. Three, we want justice for our people. One, we are the
Shout out to everybody in the stream. It's the Resistance. Coverage of the Boston protests for Andre Wright, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Eric Gardner, Sandra Bland. Pick one, anyone. We out here for all of them.
We want justice for our people. One. We are the people. Two. A little bit louder. Three. We want justice for our people. One. We are the people. A little bit louder. Three. We want justice for our people. One. We are the people. Two. A little bit louder. Three. We want justice for our people. One. We are the people. Two. A little bit louder. We want justice for our people. One. My talk.
For this chant, only motherfucking
only black people. I said I love being black. 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 I said I L-O-V-E love being black. L-O-V-E love being black. I said I 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 L-O-V-E love being black. I said I L-O-V-E love being black. I said I 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 L-O-V-E love being black. I said I L-O-V-E love being black. I said I 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 L-O-V-E love being black. I said I L-O-V-E love being black. I said I 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 L-O-V-E love being black. I said I L-O-V-E love being black. I said I 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 love being black.
Boston, Massachusetts, ladies and gentlemen. We out here. We marching downtown. We almost there.
Hey, black people only! If you black, make some noise! Say it loud! I'm black and I'm proud! 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 I'm black and I'm proud! I'm black and I'm proud! Say it loud! 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 I'm black and I'm proud! Say it loud!
Mic check, listen, everybody listen up real quick. So when we take a left, everybody's gonna walk straight into the commons to the bandstand. The truck is gonna keep going straight, everybody else is gonna follow the marshals into the commons, into the bandstand where we're gonna continue with the rally. Sounds good? Make some noise. Say his name! Daunte Wright! Say his name! Say his name!
I'm gonna go ahead and head on to the park, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out Independent Democrat lady. Billy G. Gruff. They going in the park, right?
I think so.
Boston Commons, ladies and gentlemen. We in Boston Commons. First public park of the nation. Cash App is chainjay. Hashtag chainjay. Lowercase c, HAINJAY. Chainjay. You can also PayPal me at Eyes on Blue Bloods. Don't forget to hit the join button if you like what you see. Become a member. Boston Commons, ladies and gentlemen. Boston, Massachusetts. We are out here. We are letting our voices be heard. We tired of this shit. No peace! 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 Louder! No peace! 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 Police! Police! Police, louder! No peace, louder! Police! Louder!
No peace! No racist! Police!
Louder!
No peace!
Stand up!
Police!
Stand up! No peace! Police! No peace! Louder!
No peace!
Louder!
No
Police!
justice!
No peace! Police!
No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace!
Say his name! 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 Louder! Say his name! 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 Say his name!
How's everybody feel? I don't believe you. How does everybody feel? You hear me? Can you hear? There we go. So we have a few more speakers. Give us a few moments to get ourselves together. They're still running from the truck. Now is an additional time you guys can mix and mingle. We're one big blended family. Talk to each other, figure out where they came from, and what y'all gonna do next. Sounds good? All right, just give us a few moments. Thank you. Make some noise for yourselves.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's the Resistance. We out here in Boston Commons, Boston, Massachusetts. All the people are out here. We all out here together.
She got tatted up.
Protest with Daunte Wright, who was murdered in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. Amongst all the other lives that were lost by police. Waiting for them to set up. They had a few speakers. Already took care of that, Mike Jones.
It's just all the time.
Okay, so if you're speaking, please check in. And the speaker should be individuals. Yuri, he wasn't even going to say that. He was testing out what it was. Okay, don't go far, Deanna. And I think that's it. Okay, give me 2 minutes, please. Make some noise for yourself. Thank you so much. Big shout out to YDSA, PSA, Boston Socialist Alternative, Refuse Fascism, Sunrise Movement. I don't want to diss anybody. I'm just looking. Fund Against Fascism. That's another collaborative effort to weed out the racists. Anybody else? That's it. Okay. Robin, shout outs to Robin. Robin, where are you? Robin, you still there? Make some noise for Robin, y'all. I need everybody to bring their attention up front. We've got some powerful speakers coming up. First, we're going to bring up Yari from Black Boston. Make some noise for Yari, y'all. Not loud enough. Make some noise for Yari, y'all. A little bit louder. Make some noise for Yari, y'all.
Can you guys hear me? Alright. Something that I wrote because I think it's relevant to now. Seeing as how I wrote this a year ago and we're still standing in the same place. So, first of all, I want to start with the greeting and I want to thank our courageous and resilient comrades for coming together to organize such a powerful event. Bringing together a lot of people from like so many varying walks of life. Like if you guys look around, take a second and look around you. That's what power looks like. The coming together of so many different groups of people, that's what power looks like. So I want to start with why we're here. If you guys have noticed, we've been fighting for the last year, and we're still in the same position. Anytime we've noticed that there is a movement that works to enhance black mobility in a way that threatens white supremacy and capitalism, if not suppressed quietly, it's usually met with violent sanctions by the state, our very government, that people still seem to have an undying loyalty to. Those are the people that murdered Daunte Wright. Those are the people that murdered George Floyd. Those are the people that continue to put away black bodies like nothing but target practice, and that is why we are still here. That is because, though, of the way that this country operates. Capitalism cannot work without racism because racism is the foundation that keeps the 1%. That is why we didn't learn about black liberation in high school. Right? Like if you think about it, that's why we didn't learn about black revolutionaries in high school. That's why they glazed over slavery in our history textbook. That is why pretty much everything that supported movements that were deemed radical and listed as the biggest threats to the United States especially if they threaten the police and the state and the security. Always the biggest threats. Some things that come to mind as me, for examples, are the Black Panther Party. If you heard about the Black Panther Party, put your hand up. If you heard about the bombing of Black Wall Street, put your hand up. If you've heard about the assassination of Fred Hampton, Malcolm X, MLK, etc., put your hand up. So that means y'all have no excuse, because y'all know. We live in a country where if you are Black, you can be sleeping in your home and not know that a couple of hours later, there will be 8 bullets from pigs that would soon break into your house for no legitimate reason and murder you. Where if you are Black, you can be shot dead for buying a bag of Skittles and having a can of Arizona. Where if you are Black, as a mother, you are forced to watch as that same man, your son's murderer, walk the streets unarmed, unscathed, no indictment, no repercussions. I'm talking about Jacob Blake. I'm talking about Jacob Blake's murderer, who got to walk free this week. And then years later, is able to auction off the murder weapon that was used to end your child's life with no repercussions. I'm talking about Trayvon Martin's killer. That is the type of country that we live in. Where 5 Black people can be hanged all in the same week, and they all be ruled suicide, and they also happen to occur in the wake of George Floyd's death, where Black people's lives and suffering are quite literally reduced to nothing, to screams in the void, because that is what the pigs and the state see us as, and anyone who aligns with us see us as nothing. So all of you that are out here right now, that are not Black, they see you as nothing. So you have just as much of a reason to fight. You have just as much of a responsibility.
Because he was with a Black man. Just like Mississippi Burning. Fuck me, watch the movie. Fuck me, watch the movie. You heard me?
By the state.
Mississippi Burning.
I had a story.
Going to college.
Last summer on Instagram when I was organizing a counter Blue Lives protest in West Roxbury. He said, come on, man. My dad is a cop. He's a good person. Like, he's a good person. He donates to charities. He does fundraisers. He's a good
for the
person.
military.
And I said it to him. I said, you said it yourself.
That's how we gotta stop this shit.
He can be a good person. He can be a good person.
Let me find out what them illegal military weapons is
fucking cop.
I need those. Because y'all want to see the government.
There will be never, ever be a good cop. Not in this system. Not in this system.
So my own kind gonna come kill me too?
No good cops in a racist system.
Because he took an oath to protect these motherfucking quick ass government. I fuck with saltine crackers, but I fuck with unsalted crackers. They got saltines and unsalted.
Why are there no
Tom Brady,
pigs?
I fuck with you. You're
because no matter how good a person is or may seem, when they put that uniform on, are choosing to
I see you. Give me some love,
institution that systematically murders innocent Black people for sport. That normalizes putting bullets through the bodies of Black people off of instinctual biases. That is complicit in the erasure of hundreds of thousands of millions of innocent Black civilians. That traffics and rapes children. I'm talking about the ex-Boston former president union head, Patrick Rose, that went and got charged for raping and molesting children. That is BPD. That is right here in our city. Pay attention. Pay attention. Don't ignore it.
Like public enemy said.
We're talking about pigs that harass teenagers in their own communities, that are allowed to rape anyone under their custody simply because they can.
What time is it?
Simply because there is no one to stop them. What pig is going to stop a pig? What pig is going to stop a pig?
Check this out.
The foundation of policing, as we all know, derived from slave catching. So the institution of policing in itself is inherently racist and inherently corrupt. So again, I let the young man know that I cannot separate your dad's positioning as a cop for who he is to you, because no matter what, he gets to choose to be a cop.
You want a complimentary room tonight? I got you.
He gets to choose murder.
It's not Charlie card. New York City, Charlie card.
I don't get to choose to be Black.
That's my mad shit.
I don't get to take my skin off and decide when I'm done being black.
It's just
It's a
tobacco.
forever thing that I will always live with. Black and proud, I'll tell you that. But not everyone sees it that way.
What do you want me to do?
So I explained to him.
Round of applause, man.
He gets to choose every day to be a part of a system that he knows has a history of murdering and brutalizing black people specifically and marginalized people in general. Every day he puts on that uniform, he decides who he will be. And regardless of who he is to you, you cannot expect black people to be perceptive to individuals that align themselves with a system that allows them to murder, brutalize, and in turn jail their people. Because for me, like I said, I don't get to choose whether I get to live or die by the gun of someone like his father. Black people don't get to choose whether they live or die when they are confronted by a pig. They either get lucky or they die. They either get lucky or they die. They don't get that choice the way his father did. And that is exactly what I mean when I say by any means necessary. So when people say not all cops are bad, I think of Philando's daughter who had to feel the blood of her father's body splattered on her
By the way, that Gucci bag,
Geronimo Yanez screamed
Gucci slippers coming in. I'm a black man.
I think about Breonna Taylor's boyfriend who will have to live with the trauma of knowing that she died right in
I'm a
front of
black
him.
man that's into Bitcoin. I'm not a black man into bullshit. I'm into Bitcoin. You know about it? Check your phone. It might be going up and down right now. Up and down.
So he's someone that you know, and nothing is done simply because
It's my
you
cigarette.
don't know.
God made dirt and dirt don't hurt. I'm going to the ground anyways. I'm going to be on my ashes anyways. I'm not going to be burnt. Nobody.
I think of George Floyd's daughter. Every time she looks up her father's name, yes, she will know that his face ignited a movement, but she will see that video, that 9-minute video that we all were forced to watch. She will see that. The video of her father's windpipe being crushed under the weight of white pig named Derek Chauvin. She will see as her father's last breath was ripped away from his body as he suffocated under the knee of a...
Both of them are legit, 2 different states.
And I apologize for the gruesome picture, but it's important that we understand the depth
Is that
of what debt
organized
does
crime or is that
to a human
organized
being.
time?
Debt sanctioned by the state nonetheless, the same
You're
government
on
that
a
is sworn
bitch,
to protect
nigga.
its citizens.
Fuck you.
And now...
Where's my boy Tom Brady at? He needs to be here. That's
add
my fucking
Daunte
road
Wright's
dog.
daughter to that list
Fuck y'all talking
because
about?
she
I'll
too
be on the
will
phone.
suffer the same
Call the
thing
red
that George
phone.
Floyd's
Tom
daughter
Brady,
will,
show
that
up, man.
Breonna Taylor's
So I can show
boyfriend
up.
will, of being forced to watch
For the people.
murderers murder,
I'm talking bullshit.
and
I'm fucking
nothing
everybody that's fucking
happened.
hitting her.
Black people have been and are killed by local law enforcement so often that our deaths have become skippable. Because of the way
Don't have
they
this
become
Bronx bomber drop a bomb
synonymous
on
with
these
American
motherfuckers.
culture.
Don't have
The
these
state
Bronx
sanctioned
bomber drop
murder
a
of
bomb
black
on these
and brown bodies
motherfuckers.
has been occurring since
I
the
need
first black
drones.
people
I
were
need
raped
drone
off the
money.
very shores of Africa.
I need drone
So
money.
when you
Let's put
see
some
people
drone
who
money
have
together.
or
I hit that
vandalizing
motherfucker.
a Louis,
That fucking,
that is not
yeah, they gonna come
recently
get me, dog.
manifested anger.
Shit.
That is not new. That is anger that runs
You
within
alright?
our roots, within our bloods, within our ancestors. That is anger that is generational.
Oh my God, help me.
So that anger of seeing the same continuation of black oppression over and over and over and over again. It's real. And it does not matter if it was under Obama or Trump or Nixon or Clinton, because it's all cyclical, because that is how the system was made, to work against us.
Bitcoin
So I
is getting
want
my
y'all to
money,
remember, it
and
doesn't matter
Bitcoin's
who's
too.
at the head of the table.
Bitcoin and
to tell
Bitcoin
how
is
the
getting
foundation.
Bick is getting all my fucking money.
So I want to end again with why we are here. With why we are here. That is why we are here. Because we are the ones that must now take on the duty. We are the ones that will push towards this revolution and dismantle the racist, capitalist, imperialist system that allows black lives to be reduced to target practices with pigs with an ego problem. And that is why, y'all look around, It's not just black people.
Oh yeah,
in
I've
this
been in the Marine
problem.
Corps too.
Right? Look around you real quick.
Parris Island, South
Look
Carolina.
around you.
They sold my soul. I've been in the military too.
This is why the old racist white people hate us, because a lot of us in the
I
revolution,
jumped out of high school, bro.
y'all look like them.
Joined the Marine Corps.
Okay, this fight is not one colored anymore. We got color codes.
What about my life?
Codes. And that is what power looks like. And they hate that shit. This unification for black liberation and liberation for all oppressed people scares them, because they know that they quite literally cannot erase all of us, right? They can't kill all of us. And we are not a generation that lets the fuck up. We are the generation that we will rewrite the scripts of history. And I am confident about this because look at us here today. There's something moving about seeing so much youth also power the movement, power these protests. It's invigorating, to say the least. And that speaks highly to our generation's courage. That speaks highly to our generation's courage. Every time we come to a protest, we are risking our lives, and sometimes I think we forget that. In these last few months, despite the peaceful protests, we have lost comrades, and again, we are just at the beginning of this revolution. So I know y'all are tired, but keep fucking fighting. We have lost comrades that have been both black and white. They lost their lives fighting for this movement. They lay to rest alongside George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, Tony McDade, Alton Sterling, Philando Castile, Emmett Till, Daunte Wright, Moses Harris, Terrence Coleman, and so many fucking more. So when we come out here, we remind ourselves what we are risking and what and who we are risking our lives for. Because now we are also marching for them, and our work does not end here. Our work does not end here. It is not only about going to protest. It is about doing the work both on and offline. It is about committing yourself to this movement with every core of your being, because a lot of us here are fighting for survival. If you are not fighting for survival, fight like you are. Fight like you are. Use your privilege and fight like hell for those who can't, for those that have been lost. It is about dedicating the rest of your life to battling white supremacy and embodying anti-racism. To reading, to learning, to then educating, and to intentionally then fighting. To be a warrior in this movement and ally for this cause is to do everything within your power to dismantle capitalism and white supremacy, because the two are indeed synonymous. Because capitalism cannot survive without racism, and racism does not exist. It does not exist without the confines of capitalism. So we must dedicate ourselves to eradicating these systems and building a new foundation. One that is built in abolition, one that is built in liberation, and one that is ultimately built in love. In hopes that the generations that come after us are not forced to fight still, are not forced to suffer the same fate that we have had to, that generations before us have had to. So it is on us now, comrades, to do the necessary work. Because until all of us are free, none of us are free. Because black liberation results in the liberation of all oppressed people, poor people, women, indigenous folk, the LGBTQIA community, the disabled community. Can I go on to the BIPOC community? So I'll end here, and I want y'all to repeat after me. Liberation. 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 By any means necessary. 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 Thank you, comrades. Thank you. Make some noise. Up next, we're going to bring Daunte from Boston Mayday Coalition. Make some noise for Daunte, y'all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, they got a few speakers. I'm going to end the stream shortly, but I'm going to stick around, document what's going on. And make sure nothing gets out of hand. And if it does, I'll be back on stream. Stay tuned. It's the Resistance in Boston, Massachusetts, covering the Daunte Wright protest. Shout outs to everybody in the stream. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe. All newcomers, be sure to subscribe to the Resistance channel. If you like what you see and you enjoy the content, don't hesitate to hit the join button to become a member. All donations are accepted at Cash App, hashtag chainjay, CHAINJAY. You can also PayPal me at Eyes on Blue Buds. That's EYEZONBLUEBLOODZ. That's also my email address as well, eyesonbluebloods@gmail.com. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram at Bitch Richmond. That's all one word, all lowercase letters, BITCHRICHMOND. Facebook is The Resistance. I appreciate y'all.